Hi everyone! So today I want to talk about the power of vulnerability. Now, when I talk about vulnerability, I don't mean telling everyone your deepest, darkest secrets or crying all the time. I mean living authentically. So we wear a lot of masks day to day. When we're at work, we wear a certain mask, we act a certain way, we speak a certain way. When we're at home, we wear a different mask around family. When we're with friends, we'd wear another one. When we meet people for the first time, we would have another mask on. So sometimes it's hard to tell what we're actually like when no one's watching. So being vulnerable and living authentically just means being true to yourself in every situation, regardless what the situation is. And it's basically just showing that you're human, nothing more or nothing less. So in life we tend to think that if we act a certain way that makes us different to everyone else, or separate, that we will gain more respect and authority. And this is especially true in leadership roles. We tend to think that being vulnerable will make us be seen as really weak and not fit for our job. Now, the paradox of being vulnerable is actually that revealing your true self, revealing that, that you do have fears, that you don't always get it right, that you have had a few bad experiences, it actually allows people to connect with you more because they can relate to you a lot more. And that in turn makes you more influential, and it builds more trust in you. I mean, how much closer do you feel to someone that you can relate to, whether it's something that they've been through or that a way they're feeling? So take, for example, the royal family, the Queen. Can you relate to the Queen? Not really. And the Queen and the monarchs before her, they have this sort of regal mask that they wear, and it's almost like that they show that they're different to us commoners. They're better than us. They're above us. Yeah. And then take Prince William and Princess Catherine. I mean, we call them Will and Kate, like they live next door to us, and they show the more human side of the royal family. And that's why we love them so much, because we can relate to them. We see ourselves in them. And that's what's made the royal family grow in popularity over the last few years, because yes, they're royals, but they also show that they're human, just like the rest of us. We can relate to that, and that's why we like them so much. And so yeah, I mean, being vulnerable and being authentic, it does two things. So firstly, people can connect with you on a more human level. And like I said, as soon as they can connect with you, we as humans, we find familiarity. We find comfort in familiarity. So people will connect with you more, they will trust you more, and in turn you can be more influential on the people around you. And secondly, being vulnerable and living authentically, it's actually quite a bold thing to do, and not many people do it at all. So when you do live like that, it actually inspires the people around you to take off some of those masks that they might be wearing and do the same. Take Humans of New York, for example. So Humans of New York is hugely possible. And all it is it's just a series of interviews with random people sharing random stories of their lives. And the reason it's so popular is because people read these stories online and they can relate to it, they connect with it. And then if you see all the comments below all the the small interviews, you can see people start sharing their stories, people start sharing their emotions and their experiences. And it breeds a kind of compassion and support for each other. And it's a very beautiful thing. So no matter what religion you are, no matter what race you are, no matter what position in society that you are in, when you live authentically and you see other people living authentically, you can always connect with them on a human level. And it's a very beautiful thing. So yeah, what I would say is, maybe have a look in your own life. Maybe look at places where, parts of your life where you may be wearing masks and maybe not living so authentically or not exposing your vulnerability so much. And see whether you can change that and see what effect that has on your relationships, on the people around you, both in your personal and in your business life. I don't want to preach. I don't want to say this is the way you should live. And all I'm saying is, if you like, give it a go. See what happens. If it works, brilliant. If it, helps improve things in your life. If it doesn't, then that's fine. But I hope it's given you some food for thought this week. And yeah, that's it from me. Thank you for listening. Bye.